mind. So again, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. 34 participants tonight, and we know that goes a little bit further than that because Neil and Kathy Wagner, they are two people on the same machine. They count as two people. And did I also see? Yes, I did. Jeff Wojciechowski and Bob Gallegos are in the same frame. So welcome to both of you guys as well. Welcome to everybody. And Jim and Kate, of course, as well. Thank you. And Janet, my wife Janet, is in the room as well. Sean Christie is in the house. I think this might be one of the first or second times you're in the meeting with us. Dave Rasmussen just checked in too. So, without further ado, thank you all. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but your attendance tonight is very important to us, and we thank you for attending. And I would also like to say thanks to the following new members who became supporters of the Wisconsin chapter of the National Railway Historical Society over the last month or so. And those would be namely Jeff Wojciechowski. Thank you, Jeff, for sending in your dues payment. We appreciate your support. Thomas Williams couldn't be with us tonight, but Thomas Williams is a longtime Wisconsin Rail fan, and he's now a supporter of the Wisconsin chapter. Dan Murray of Langhorne, Pennsylvania, I believe, he joined the chapter as well. He's a member through another chapter and joined us as an additional chapter. So regardless of how you support the chapter, whether it is with full membership of the National Railway Historical Society, which we certainly do appreciate and encourage, or if you want to just be a person who doesn't necessarily want to align with the national, but still wants to support what we do here on a local basis, we would love to, we can't call you a member, but we would love to add you to the list of subscribers to our monthly newsletter called Sparks and Cinders. And let me just shout out again to Keith Schmidt. Keith, do you have a copy of this month's Sparks and Cinders handy? Keith?
Yeah, and a PDF on my computer.
Oh, okay, so you can't hold one up. I'm sorry, I'm at my other place, so I don't have one with me, but another excellent job. Keith is our interim editor. One day we're gonna strip that interim title off of his title and we'll make it permanent, right?
Right.
And
we're working on it.
Good. And Keith is always looking for content for the newsletter. We've added a little color in our newsletter as well. So that's a nice welcome addition. And thank you, Keith, for making that happen. Your deadline for the next edition, for the January edition of Sparks and Cinders, is December 16th. So it's not that far from now. So we'll be able to do a wrap up of this meeting and then a wrap up of our next event, which is December 15th. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. So thank you again to our new members.
Oh, there's an issue. Neil's holding one up.
Okay, there we go. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. And then show us the back page, please. Excellent. And that's a picture that was taken by Jim Sponholtz, and he doesn't appear to be in with us tonight, but he's going to be one of our presenters at our next event coming up. I'd also like to say thank you to the 44 of you who have renewed your membership. We're getting up to the end of the year here now, and thank you to the 44 of you who have. And that means that over 60 of you have not. So if you haven't, would you please take a moment to send $20 to our treasurer? You'll find our address in our email, in our newsletter, Sparks and Cinders, and in just about every email we send out as well. And if you have not joined, now would be a great time. You get a full year of membership and support of the Wisconsin chapter NRHS. It's just $20 a year. And we would love to acknowledge you as a new member next month. And remember, those of you who are members of the National Railway Historical Society, the national organization, that means you're full-blown members of our chapter. You can vote at our meeting. You can participate in our business meeting. but your renewal with the national has to be separate. So our next event is December 15th. It is a Tuesday, and it is the 15th, not like the 20th, like I may have mistakenly said earlier in the week. The 15th, it is our informal Zoom slideshow. We're going to have 5 presenters, each doing a 15-minute presentation. Our very own Jim Sponholz, we just saw an old photo that Jim had taken on the back of Sparks and Cinders. He's got a program, a 15-minute short program. Scott Lotus from the Center for Railroad Photography and Art is going to give us a little update on some of their new collections. Matt Kraus is going to have 3 very neat programs that you're going to want to enjoy. And Apurva Bahadur from Pune, India will be presenting his program of some really spectacular photography from India, close to home, close to his part of the world. It really is true. There is a universal appeal of railroading. You're going to enjoy his photos. And then Norm Carlson, who is now a member of the chapter. And he is the vice chair, I think, or at least he's a member of the board of the directors of Chicago's Metra. He's going to give us a My Metra presentation. So that's coming up on the 15th. Then after the first of the year, we're going to have our business meeting on the second Friday of January. Normally we meet the first Friday, but the first Friday this year is going to be New Year's Day. So we're not going to meet on New Year's Day. We're going to meet the 8th of January. And our presenter will be Arlen Colby with a really neat presentation on abandoned Wisconsin branch lines in Northwest Wisconsin. He's an author. He's published books on these branch lines. He's got 6 books already printed and a 7th in the can. Is that right, Arlen? Am I representing that correctly? Arlen, if you want to unmute.
Yeah, that's correct. They're working on number 7.
Excellent. That's going to be a great presentation. I'm really looking forward to that.